Hello everyone. The purpose for this video is going to concentrate on Advantage basketball, and we'll probably put the emphasis on fully sublimated Advantage basketball. So if you look at your 2013 basketball catalog that you just received, let's look at the offerings that are available in Advantage sublimation. So on page 4 of the quick view section, you will notice we have 11 fully sublimated men's style uniforms. Also on the women's side then, over on page 7, we have 7 fully sublimated Advantage women's styles. We also have in both genders some partially sublimated designs or styles that have side inserts that have sublimation with either screen print or tackle twill decoration, and then just a couple, depending on which gender, full cut and sew, again with screen print or tackle twill or embroidery for decoration. Okay? Alright, let's look at page 30 then. This particular spec will cover both genders, and I want to spend time a little bit on the fabric. So first fabric is going to be 08 fabric, which is our flat back mesh. This has been our #1 selling basketball fabric in either limited custom last year or Advantage. I would suspect that we'll see 98 fabric, which is the second one, start to take over that. 98 fabric, of course, is the pointel mesh. 92 poly, 8% spandex, very light hand, has a lot of stretch, available in both Select Custom and Advantage. 2 additional fabrics that are available in Advantage that are not available in Select Custom. First one is going to be 60 fabric, and you saw this last year in Advantage. This is a woven polyester, so it has a flat finish, very little stretch, a little bit of stretch in the width, not so much in the length. There are a few styles, and just depending on which one, where we've incorporated laser cut perforations into the 60 fabric. 2012 Summer Olympics, both men's and women's United States basketball teams wore the woven fabric for the short. And then the last fabric new for Advantage for this year is going to be 29 material. This one is a 90% polyester, 10% spandex. And this one I really think is going to be a popular fabric. It's a flat finish. It has a very soft hand and a ton of stretch. So only available in Advantage. The 29 should be a terrific seller. Okay? Alright, over on page 29 then, with some specifics as it relates to Advantage sublimation. Order by dates, different than Select Custom where we have some in-buy, out-buys. Order by is just simply check your schedule, available production. Last year we took orders into middle to late November and delivered in 3 to 4 weeks. So check your delivery schedule. You're getting those about every 10 days to 2 weeks, and that'll dictate what's available. The jerseys are priced in Advantage sublimation with a team name, numbers front and back, and 1 logo, and then the shorts are priced with 1 logo in either 1 or 2 locations. Different than Select, we have some add-ons. So if somebody wants an additional logo, there's an additional cost. If somebody wants a conference logo, there's also an ad. You see United States flags popular now on a variety of styles. We'll do those in Advantage at no charge. Okay? Going back to page 64, different than Select Custom, we have all of the number fonts that we have available to us are available in Advantage sublimation, as for lettering as well. Now also, if somebody says, hey, I've got a special style lettering, can I do that in Advantage? Absolutely. Okay, no problem. Alright, also back on page 30 or page 29, minimums. Different than Select Custom where it's a minimum of 6 in Advantage. To avoid no quantity charge, single unit. So that's much different. Okay? Alright, let's look at a few of the popular styles we had last year in Advantage. They're all, we have carryover styles in Advantage, and we'll talk about some of those in each gender that are popular. First one is going to be style 109, which is our North Carolina design, mitered V-neck, a printed, I'll call it side insert, it's not really a side insert obviously, but it's printed with the argyle design and the dotted lines between, and then the printed stripe or braid on the outside. And then the short matches up very nicely. Again, a very, very popular style for us. the printed, what looks like a side insert, the Argyle design with the dots, and then the printed overlays that go down the side and then around the bottom. Check your Powers catalog, and the number sequence will tell you where you can place colors. Also use your order forms, because that helps you walk through an order. Okay? Style 103, which is a unique style to us, a two-piece V-neck, and then it has two small curved prints, which look like inserts on both sides of that jersey, and then the short matches very nicely with a curved print down the side and a narrow one in the back and an area for a nice logo at the bottom. And then lastly, again, all of them were very popular, but here's another one that was super in terms of units. Style 68, two shoulder darts, and then a pointed insert with a stripe to the front side of that insert on the side of the jersey. And then the short matches up very nicely with a pointed insert, what looks like an insert, but it's printed, of course, and then overlay print down the side and an area for a nice logo at the bottom. On the women's side, popular styles, style 100, this was a really good one, V-neck, and then two pointed inserts on the side, narrow one on the front. The short does a really nice job of continuation of that side insert on the jersey that goes to the front, and then one that extends to the back and an area for a nice print on the bottom. Style 96, this is Oklahoma women. This one, the style 96, is actually a multi-fabric possibility. In this particular sample, I've got 08 fabric front with 98 fabric on the upper back, and then the side inserts have narrow, or side stripes have narrow pieces, and then the short, we saw this just a second ago in the woven example. Here it is now with narrow stripes on the side, and in a woven fabric I'm going to, of course, have perforated design. And then last one, style 81. This was a really popular design, although we've had it in the line for a couple of years. Again, mitered V-neck, and then a triangular insert upper top, and then two pointed inserts on the side, and then the short matches very nicely to this design with a pointed insert and then a stripe that comes to the front with a triangle at the bottom for a nice logo. All of the Advantage styles were really popular. I expect we'll have a lot of hits on those because we can deliver much closer to season for the Advantage, and our pricing on Advantage is great, and we've added a new fabric in 29. After you've had a chance to look at this video and look at the catalog, if you've got further questions, don't hesitate to contact your Powers sales agent or contact our customer service. Thanks.